In this segment, we're going to take a further look at the uses of Spotlight in macOS Mountain Lion. I'm going to start in the system's preferences, and I'm going to use Spotlight to bring up the system's preferences. So from my keyboard, I press Command Spacebar to bring up the Spotlight search field. I'm going to start typing in SYS, and my top hit is Systems Preferences. So I'm going to press Return, and it will bring up the system preferences. The reason I'm starting here is because I want to take a look at the criteria and categories that I can set Spotlight to search for. So I'm going to click on Spotlight, and here you'll see a list of categories: applications, systems preferences, documents, folders, and so forth. And you'll see that I have all of these items checked. This means that when I place criteria in the Spotlight search field, it will search for the checked criteria. If I uncheck any of this criteria, it will not search for these items. So let's leave these selected. Now what you can also do, because the item is also searched for in the order of the categories. So it's going to look for applications first, then systems preferences, and then documents, folders, and so forth. I can actually reorder these categories by simply holding my mouse down on a category, and as I drag it up or down, you'll see that I'm trying to reorder this category, place it in a different location to tell Spotlight to look for it first or to look for it last. Wherever I release my mouse is where it's going to now place that in the hierarchy of items that it looks for. So if I now bring Spotlight back up and I look for a search with flower in the search field, you'll see that the top hit is a JPEG, but then it will look for, it found no applications, it found no system preferences, but then it looks for documents, then folders, and then messages, just like you see the order in which is set in preferences. Another convenient use for Spotlight is to use it to define words. I'm going to bring up Spotlight, Command Spacebar, and I'm going to type in the word flower. Near the bottom of the search criteria is where it says look up, and you'll see flower. And if you take your mouse cursor down to it and hover over it, it will actually bring up the definition. Very handy. And my last tip in this segment on using Spotlight is that you can also do calculations in the Spotlight search field. So Command Spacebar to bring it up, and let's say I wanted to add a few numbers together. Let's go 1, 2, 5, 6, Shift plus 4, 5, 6, and you'll see in the Spotlight field it will give me the answer directly to the right of the calculator category. And if I want to continue this, do a little further, I'm going to do Shift asterisk and enter 2, and it will also do multiplication, division, and it will basically do any formula that you can put in there. So I hope you've enjoyed these few tips on how to use Spotlight in Mountain Lion and find them very useful.